Troops, how we doing? It's another Eagle podcast, but tonight it's a difference. No guest. Been a crazy week. This podcast I'm going to dedicate to my old man, CB Beamson, Colin Beamson, legend. He hasn't passed away, but he is very, very poorly, and he's been in hospital for over a week now, and he's in the right state, and he's fighting away there. He's a lion, and sometimes lions have to lie down, but they've still got motherfucking teeth. He's on the mend. Hopefully, my mum will have him home this week, Monday, hopefully. Fingers crossed. CB, I love you, Dad. You're my hero. And I wouldn't be the man that I am today if it wasn't for your guidance. So you'll keep on fighting, and we'll keep on fighting with you. So, yeah, that's that. Guests coming up. I've got a pro wrestler coming on. For those who have been interested in wrestling, talk how do you become a wrestler, what it takes to be a wrestler. We all remember Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? And all that sort of carry on. We've got Beans and Lentils, which is a vegetarian, vegan food kitchen. The lady who runs that is extremely passionate about what she does. And I'm all about getting people who are passionate about what they do on the show. And then today I've been speaking to a guy who runs mental health first aid courses. Now, this is a topic which I'm really, really keen on speaking on, because though I'm a big fan of the outdoors, I see a lot of people, and is it out of good faith or is it cashing in? I don't know. But just because you go for a bimble, that doesn't mean you're going to solve people's mental health problems. So I've got a guy coming on to talk about mental health and how to spot the signs. And if you're serious about it, you'll go and do the course and you become accredited and you'll be assessed. Because if you ain't been assessed, you ain't shit. Word. What's happening? Well, tomorrow we dine in hell. We're going on the Lyke walk, 40 miles. 40 miles of accountability. Oz Mothers Lead to Ravenscar. The monks used to do it back in the day. And tomorrow, me and my troops are off to do it. Don't ask someone to do something you can't or won't do yourself. A phrase I dine out on, and I'll dine out on it for the rest of my life. I've done it. It's extremely difficult, and that's why we're doing it, because it's Accountability City. And then I'm working on a project called Roam the Water Way, which is with Andy Bartlett from Roam app, which we're going to sort of highlight river danger, and that's in partnership with the YMCA. Great organisation, do a lot for kids, charities, etc. So keep posted for that. Then it's a secret make or break with Mr. Tommy Cockrell from Cockrell & Co. The ladies who are coming on that know this. We've worked for months beyond this event, and I don't put my name to shite, and my name's on it. So it's going to be absolutely dynamite. So there you go, something to look forward to. Then we roll into Halloween. I'm pleased to be joined by Becky the Traveller. Becky's been on the podcast. She's a passionate outdoor enthusiast, and to prove her passion, she's gone and done a mountain leader training with the same guy who trained and assessed me, Mr. Paul Powell. It's one thing walking around in the hills with a bit of an Instagram account, but it's very different to put yourself into an assessment. And that's where Becky's heading. You know why? Because she's got accountability and she wants to be a mountain leader. She doesn't want to be part of Billy's Biffers anymore. She wants to be in the big team, the big crew. Accountability. She's coming to work on Halloween. I'm very, very pleased to work with someone who gets it. Doesn't need prompting. Doesn't need to be told. I asked for a cake. She's baking cakes. When I ask people to do things for me, I don't want to be involved in the buying of the ingredients, the making of the cake. I just want to order it and put it in my mouth. So, bosh, there we go. Lemon drizzle. We've got a full event there. 20 miles, Halloween, live actors en route, scary stuff. Through the night, 10 o'clock till 6 in the morning, all the way through. That's the dance. That's how we roll. And then we move on. Sort of more podcast news. I'm going to start doing a live podcast down at Redcoat Apparel HQ. Redcoat Apparel for me is probably one of the top apparels on sort of Insta and all that carry on, and it's run by a friend of mine, Alex Smith. He's got a great brand. He's got loads of different styles of t-shirts and caps and badges, and it's a great place. And hopefully I'm going to get an MP on. Going to go politics, troops. We might even talk Brexit. Who knows? Bloody hell. World War 27. And then moving on from there, I want to talk about a subject about people who are called slinks. I don't know if you know this term, slink. It's a northern term or a County Durham term or a Middlesbrough term. Anyway, I find it quite funny. And there's three ways to spot a slink. So, number one, a slink will appear at first to be your best mate in the world. Turbo likes on Insta, messages, tags in posts, phone calls, always wants to be involved, always wants to be in it, keen to learn. And then it changes. They start asking questions. They want to know everything. They want to know, oh, is that, and is this, and is this over here? And what they're really doing is they're sieving you for information because the slinkery has took on full effect. And they're trying to tap into your network, and they're trying to, you know, get comfortable. And they're like an alley cat, like a cat. Comes round, purrs, rolls over on its back, wants its belly tickled. But remember, it's an alley cat. It'll move to the next person who gives it a bowl of milk and some dreamies and tickle their belly. Thirdly, all the likes, all the phone calls, it all stops. And before you know it, you've been unfollowed and blocked, and they've forgotten all about you. All the time and effort you put into them doesn't mean anything. Be careful. There's a lot of them out there. Slinks. We ain't got time for them. I'm very good at spotting slinks. There's a few people on the radar at the moment who I'm like, slink, and slink. Anyway, that's enough about slinks. Guys, I absolutely love doing this podcast. I love getting all the great people on, and I love getting interaction from people. So down the line, I'd like to get some questions and some normal people. What's normal people? Just people to come on and talk about themselves and tell me who they are and what they do and where they're from in the world and what their ambitions are. Talk about anything you want. And yeah, that's what it's about, troops. Life's life, innit? We've just got to get it cracking. So I'll cut it short there. Next week, we'll have a guest on the Eagle podcast, Always Flying High. Easy's next week with someone else. Adios.